Here's a day in the life of a super single gal who has no relationship, no roster, and absolutely no romantic prospects. I don't talk to anyone. Currently, I'm living in Tokyo because I wanted to, so I did that. I spoiled myself with this precious necklace at the flea market. Who needs a boyfriend when you have money? Also, I saw 2 cats in a backpack. Today, I learned a popular flavor in Japan is red bean with huge slabs of butter. Don't mind if I do. We went to the park to admire the cherry blossom, and I fell asleep on the lawn. Then my friends and I had an inexpensive and delicious meal at the mall food court and proceeded to have the best nights of our freaking lives at this all-inclusive arcade, where we literally got to play like kids to our heart's content with the choice of over 30 activities spanning 2 floors. This is like Japanese Dave & Buster's, except it makes Dave & Buster's look like Home Depot. My favorites were riding the mechanical bull, roller skating, and of course, karaoke. And then I went to sleep with no man farting next to me. Today I learned Tokyo has a mega entertainment center where you can play unlimited arcade games plus over 30 other activities for only $17 for 3 hours. I went with my friends and we had the best night of our lives without the need for alcohol or substances. All the activities are included, so you can play arcade games with unlimited lives, practice pretty much any sport you can think of, including Japan's #1, baseball. Personally, I love the batting cage and I think I'm getting pretty good. But wait, that's not all. You can also play darts, billiards, and go bowling. Plus, this place is open 24 hours, so you can ride a mechanical bull all night long, if you can last that long. There's even karaoke, so you can sing your heart out and reminisce about when you were a kid with no responsibilities. But wait, there is even more, gosh darn it. You can go roller skating, or ride a tiny motorcycle, go-kart, and even a Segway. Just because I'm single doesn't mean I can't order food like I'm in a relationship. I heard about this fried whipped cream sandwich in Tokyo that made the internet go absolutely nuts because it's only 100 yen or 65 cents. They also have a selection of other sweet and savory sandwiches for $3. It was hard to choose, so I ended up getting 3 sandwiches for me and only me. This whipped cream sandwich is thick like a sumo wrestler's cheeks and whipped like your high school ex-boyfriend. Putting this in my mouth felt like inhaling a cloud, and the buttery sweet fried toast adds a satisfying crunch. However, this has to be the star of the show, with spaghetti, a fried egg, and cheese sprinkled on top. Once you bite into the sandwich and pop the egg, you will be devouring sweet spaghetti with creamy, runny yolk, and as you chew the toast, delicious butter leaks out onto your tongue. This was a euphoric experience. Lastly, I got a sandwich with caramelized sweet potato and sesame seeds, and concluded 3 sandwiches is the perfect amount for me.
Give us green tea ice cream with our meal.
Today, I learned how to make lunch for my future kids, cause I'm gonna be a MILF, I hope. I took a character bento class, and we made the most adorable Totoro bentos. First, we made tomagoyaki, which is rolled omelet, and you basically just layer the egg repeatedly and turn those into cute flowers and hearts. Then we cut up some fish cake and made a delicious paste of mayonnaise and seaweed. We transformed little sausage wieners into amazing octopuses. We birthed our characters by making rice balls. Some were filled with fish or were mixed with black sesame or covered in seaweed. Then we used real American cheese for their eyes and used these stamp cutters to cut faces out of seaweed. Meow. Like a surgeon, I delicately applied them to my Totoro and made whiskers with pasta sticks, big leafy trees with broccoli, and cute flowers with the fish cake and wieners. Behold my precious Totoro bento, complete with a little suit sprite. Oishii!
The only balls you should desperately want in your mouth are Japanese balls. I mean mochi balls.
Today I learned how to make a boatload of Japanese sweets, starting with the dango. Did you know dango needs to be in a certain order? Green, white, and then pink. Pink represents the cherry buds, white represents cherry blossoms in full bloom, and green represents leafy cherry blossoms on the ground. We made strawberry daifuku with fresh mochi, which is so hot and sticky. You put the strawberry into the mochi to make the daifuku. Then we're gonna shove these balls on a stick. Here's another version where the strawberry is covered in red bean and then wrapped in mochi. We also made neri kiri wagashi. Neri means Ned and kiri means cut. These Japanese desserts are made out of bean paste, which we molded into a beautiful sakura and leaf. I'm not even being conceited. Look how stunning these desserts I made are. I almost can't believe I made them myself. Then we learned how to make tea and the proper way to drink out of a Japanese tea bowl, which is turning it to the side. I ate all the sweets in one go and it was super delicious. Is Japan safe? Is Japan safe for women? I get this question a lot. Japan is one of the safest countries in the world and I've never felt safer in my life. Here, there are stores where there are no workers that are just based on trust. It is very common to leave your valuables on tables to dim your spot, like your camera or your phone or your wallet. If you did that in the US, your stuff would be snatched up in a second. Some houses don't even have locks on them. They're Japanese sliding doors. Anyone could just walk in. I'll tell you about the stupidest things I've done in Japan. I don't drink anymore, but I used to get blackout drunk and I'd be walking home at 3 in the morning, absolutely incoherent. I don't even know how I'd get home, but somehow I did, and nothing happened. No one would approach me. This one's gonna sound really bad. It was 3 a.m. in Shibuya, and I was on the street trying to get a cab, but no one would stop. This random man walked up to me and offered me a ride home. And I said, okay. He was from Turkey, and he worked in import-export, and we just had a nice conversation, and he dropped me off at my house. In Japan, there is a term for men who aren't necessarily successful with the ladies in their home country, and they come to Japan and they are really successful with the Japanese ladies. And this term is LBH, or losers back home. So these LBH, or losers back home, they would not slay at home like in the US, but in Japan they slay, and believe me, they slay. I know men who have a roster of Japanese women. Some of these men have been with multiple hundreds of Japanese women, and it shocked me, but now I get it. I guess if you're an Asian woman that grew up in an Asian country and is only used to seeing Asian people, maybe you are very intrigued by a white guy. So there is a difference in standards. In the US, if you were to ask who's the hottest male Hollywood actor, you'd probably hear Bradley Cooper or Brad Pitt. But in Japan, they say it's Eddie Redmayne. Do not do these things when visiting Japan if you don't want to seem like a tourist. Do not be surprised when you don't see any trash cans anywhere. Japan does not have many public trash cans due to a terrorist attack involving waste receptacles in 1995. If you want to fit in with Japanese people, you will carry your trash with you and take it home. Do not tip. There is no required or encouraged tipping in Japan. In fact, if you tip, it could be considered a bribe. Japanese people are just happy to do their job and will provide you with the best service in the world. And you will never need to tip. I've tried to tip many times and I've just been rejected. Do not drink or eat anything when walking. I have never seen a Japanese person eating and drinking while walking. If you see someone doing that, they're probably not Japanese, like myself, because sometimes I break that rule. Do not stand on the right side of the escalator. In Japan, you will have to stand on the left side of the escalator, and you better line up because they are orderly and will ask you to move.